It's time. I'm ranking every Resident Evil game in the franchise. And we're starting with Resident Evil 1, the original, the reason we have this franchise. I absolutely love this game. For many reasons, mostly the atmosphere. The atmosphere in the first three games was untouchable. Yes, I know most people think about Resident Evil 1, they think about the remake. Most people have not played this game, which is understandable. It's not as easy to access this game as you could with the remake. But this game is really special. As you can hear the soundtrack right now, it's so it's so sinister. It's scary. But it makes you like you feel like you're in the mansion. So this game, I have a lot of I have more good stuff to say about it more than bad stuff. Obviously, the voice acting, we're not gonna be like it's funny. It's funny. But if you want to take the game seriously, it does not do a good job. So I guess you could take that as a plus or as a minus to the game. I personally don't like mind the silly voice acting. I think it's funny. I like it. But there's so many iconic things from this game. So many iconic lines, so many iconic like delivery of lines. So what I like most about this game is the what do you call it? The progression of this game, the progression of it. Like when you play it and you try to solve the puzzles, I think it's more smooth and more fun than the remake. We're gonna talk about the remake once we get there, because I think I have more problems with the remake than I do with the original. So, so let's talk about the things I like about this game. What do I like? I like the progression, like I said. I like the atmosphere, the music, the areas. Every room in this game looks unique. I love how it's not just dark, which is something we're gonna talk about in the remake of this game. I also love the gameplay. It's simple, but the zombies in this game, like let's say they're charging towards you like this with their arms out, and you shoot them, you can shoot their arms off. When you think about it, this is the first game in the franchise, and they already had that feature of shooting limbs off. I think that's very iconic and impressive to have at the time. So I really like that. I also like how, what do you call it? I guess how easy it is, but not really like in a way that you could get fucked. Don't get me wrong. You could get fucked in this game. If you waste your ammo, you waste your heals and stuff. But it gives you a lot of it. So, unless you're like completely throwing, it's not gonna be easy. So, I think you get the big picture. This game means a lot to me. It's not the best in the franchise, but it shouldn't be. It's the first one. So the sequels should be better, which they are. But where I rank Resident Evil 1, the original, it's going to be at A. We're not S level yet. I think it's perfect at A. I'm pretty sure other people would put it down because the remake is like better, which I respect it. I respect it. Both of them are fucking amazing. But Resident Evil 1, the original, goes at A for me. Next, Resident Evil 2, the original. Man, what can you say about this game? Wow, I'm getting emotional just listening to this soundtrack and just thinking about what Resident Evil 2, the original, means to the franchise and to me personally. This is basically my childhood. This game and Resident Evil 3 are my childhood games, so I'm gonna be biased. Before I say where I rank it, let's talk about it. The soundtrack. I have to start there. Every single room in this game, you just hear this, as you can hear now, the main hall. You're transported to the Raccoon City police station. You feel like you're there. You're Leon. This is your first day as a cop, and you need to survive. Oh, it sounds so good. And then you got the story. The story is fucking crazy. The story gets really crazy. And Resident Evil 1, it's simple. There's betrayals. There's Umbrella behind this experiment that they sent stars to the mansion with Wesker betraying them. So it's pretty simple, but here it gets crazy. There's like more viruses, there's more monsters. You have a tyrant, you have Birkin, which gets crazy. The more you play the game, he's like transforming into this monstrosity. He has his daughter, his wife. You're Leon or Claire trying to survive. You're trying to escape the police station, and once you escape the police station, you're trying to escape the city. The story is really good. Very underrated story. Gameplay in every way is better than the original, which is a plus. That's what you need to do. Improve on the gameplay, which they did. They added more weapons. They added 2 scenarios. Like you can beat the game with Leon and then beat it with Claire, and vice versa. That gives you more replayability, which is the most important thing about Resident Evil games. People don't understand this. If you play Resident Evil once, any of them, you play them once, that means they didn't do a good job. Every Resident Evil I've played, once I finished it, I wanted to jump back in, which is what you need. I mean, they've lost that feeling with the newer games. I still love them. Don't get me wrong. I still absolutely love them, but they will not give you the feeling you get once you beat Resident Evil 2. When I beat this game, I wanted to jump back in with the different scenario to do that. The progression of this game, how it's structured, where let's say there's a medallion. You need to get that medallion and use it. There's a door that is locked. You need to get the key to go get it, to open it. This game does that, I think, the best in the franchise. Resident Evil 2 original does that the best in the franchise. Not a single game and the franchise after this game has captured that magic of unlocking the police station or the area you're in, whatever. So, to me, if somebody asks me, what is Resident Evil? What is it basically? I would say Resident Evil 2 Original. This is the epitome of Resident Evil right here. So it's going on S for me. There's so many more reasons I can go into and like dissect the game, but overall, this is what I think. Resident Evil 2 is a masterclass at survival horror. Next, Resident Evil 3. The first time I heard the soundtrack, City of Ruin, I was a child. It scared the fuck out of me. Like, I have nightmares about the soundtrack. Now I absolutely love it, obviously, grown up. But I had nightmares because of this game, because of Nemesis, because of Raccoon City. I used to have nightmares that I'm gonna live there. Now, I wanna live there. I wanna go to Raccoon City. But back then, fuck no. Fuck no. So, this game is magical. It does not get appreciated enough. If you like Resident Evil 2 more than Resident Evil 3, I absolutely understand it. But I hate when some people like shit on this game because it's not like Resident Evil 2. This is exactly why I love it. It's not just the same thing. Like Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, they're similar. They're similar. This game absolutely changes the franchise. Sure, it's fixed cameras. It's there's a tyrant. Mostly same gameplay, except added dodge. But they also added crafting, which I absolutely love the crafting in this game. It's confusing, don't get me wrong, it's confusing, but I absolutely love it. The more you craft a certain type of ammo, you make more. That's fucking genius, right? That's so good. So, this game is very special to me. I mean, as you can hear, this game is probably my second favorite in the franchise. It was at one point. At one point, it was my favorite of all time. People dislike this game because of Nemesis, which is understandable. He can fuck up your playthrough 100%. But that's why I love it. It's so unpredictable. There's so much RNG elements that makes replayability so important. And Nemesis, come on, man. I think Nemesis is the greatest antagonist in video game history. He looks the coolest. He's so badass. He's unforgiving. What else to say? We're gonna talk about the remake once we get there. I have a lot of problems there. But here, this game is a fucking masterclass. And I would play this game any day. So, I can talk more about it, but there's a lot of games we need to get through. This game is a goddamn S. And for me, it's over Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is probably the epitome of Resident Evil, which I absolutely love. But this game is my shit right here. Next. So, this game I have not played. I did not play this game, but I did watch a playthrough of it. It's a short game, and a weird one. So, since I didn't play it, it would not be fair to rank it. So I'm gonna leave it at didn't play. Code Veronica X. So, this game, you can argue, has the best soundtrack of any Resident Evil game. And I would not dispute you. Most of the soundtracks in this game are fucking phenomenal. I absolutely love it. But where do we start with this game? So remember in Resident Evil 1 what I said about funny voice acting? That I don't mind it? It's like, sure, it's funny. This was the first game in the franchise. 1996. This is, I don't know, the side games, like when they came out. But let's say it's the fourth one in the franchise. After 1, 2, and 3. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing with the voice acting? Sure, this is the first game, you get a pass, and it's iconic. It's funny, iconic. Here, it's just fucking annoying. It's fucking annoying. Like, why do they talk that way? The delivery is just... It's like the voice actors were sabotaging the game. Like, you got Steve, which is one of the worst characters in the franchise. Not only he's annoying, his voice and the way he talks, what are you doing, man? And then you got Ashford, or whatever the fuck his name is, just laughing maniacally after every fucking sentence he says, like he's the funniest guy ever. And it's like, what are we doing? So that's voice acting. It's really hard to get past the voice acting because it's very important. That's how you get the story. It's cutscenes, voice acting. So I really hate the voice acting in this game. Except Wesker. Wesker is amazing. Wesker in this game is fucking amazing. He also has bad voice acting, but it's the good bad. The Resident Evil 1 like bad. That it's actually good. He has so many iconic lines in this game. But there's a lot of problems in this game. The start of this game is actually pretty good. The prison, it's actually pretty good. It's fun. It's different. It's not like the other games. So, I like the prison section. Not so much, but I like it. It's fine. It's Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil-like. Basically, the biggest problem of this game, after the voice acting... Oh, before that, it has a lot of problems with backtracking. So, you would get some, like, code or some key card, like, at the end of the fucking game, and then you have to run all the way back to the beginning. That shit is annoying. It's annoying. Maybe if they did it like once or twice, it's fine. But they do it so much in this game. There's so much backtracking. And if you don't know the places you're going, in which items you need to bring with you, it's gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be a disaster. You're gonna be like running back and forth, wasting so much time, hating yourself, hating the game. That's a big problem about this game as well. But the biggest problem of all is how this game, like I'd say halfway through, tries to fuck you in the ass. Let me explain. So, halfway through the game, you're gonna switch from Claire to Chris. And you'll be like, oh, sure, I'm gonna be stronger. Chris is a beast. But here's the thing, if you have items that, like weapons, on Claire, and then switch to Chris, which you have no control over. Once you get to that point, it's just an automatic switch. And switch to Chris, you're not gonna have any weapons. Well, not any weapons, but you know, the good ones. Grenade launcher, whatever. So the game tries to fuck you and probably ruin your playthrough. I've gotten stuck at this game. Back when I was a kid, I've gotten stuck because of that. And I remember dropping the game. I said, fuck this, man. I'm not playing this shit again. Also, the game is so... It's a chore to play. I don't hate the game. I actually love it. And it's so atmospheric. But playing it feels like a chore. Like, oh, I have to do that. I have to do this. Fuck. This boss sucks. That type of feeling, you know? Which is not a good feeling. So... yeah, that's about it for this game. That's how I feel about it. It's not one of my favorites, but I don't completely dislike it. I enjoy watching other people play it because they get fucked and I don't. So I'm just sitting here watching them play the game. It's much more fun than playing it yourself. But I absolutely love the soundtrack. The soundtrack is a huge plus. So I'm gonna put this game... By the way, this whole tier list, like, it's not scripted at all. And I have not decided which tiers I'm gonna put the games. So I'm deciding, like, right now. And I think Code Veronica stays in C. For now. Let's keep going and see what happens. But for now, I see it at a C. Yeah. Next. Gaiden, I played it, but that was like years ago. And it's not really a Resident Evil game. So I basically don't remember anything about it. So I'm gonna put it at didn't play. Because if I played it right now, it would feel like a new playthrough that I've never touched this game. I just remember playing it. I could be wrong. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Also, Survivor 2, I have not played. Same with Survivor 1. But I've seen gameplay of it. It's like a... It's basically Code Veronica remake. But it's not, really. You go through it. You go through like Code Veronica areas and bosses. And it's whatever. It's like an arcade game, you know? I think it came out on arcade first as well. So, Resident Evil 1 Remake. I've been anticipating talking about this since we ranked Resident Evil 1 the original. I absolutely adore this game. Let me just say that straight up. The soundtrack, which is based off the original, obviously, because it's a remake, the soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. They nailed it. They nailed the fucking soundtrack. I love it. They also nailed the mansion. The mansion is probably better designed. And makes more sense, you know? Even though there's like one bathroom. Whatever. So this game is super fun, but I have problems with it. So let's see, what problems do I have with the remake? First one that comes to mind is everything in the game is brown. Did you notice that? What I mean by that, every room, every hallway, every item, whatever, anything, chairs, tables, walls, it's all brown. I don't know how to explain it. It does not have, like, for example, Resident Evil 1 is so well lit. Like, every area is like so lit up. And it has so many colors. There's red, there's yellows, there's white, there's. It's so vibrant. Like, you feel like you're in a mansion. But the route they took with the remake, which, don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. It's so atmospheric. It's so good. But it gets to a point after so many playthroughs, it gets a little boring because everything is brown. There's nothing else. Also, this game is really hard. This game is one of the hardest, like, Resident Evils. Even as someone who's played it many times, I still struggle to beat it. I still don't know where the items at. What item do I need to use here and there? Even though I played it many times, it's just a massive game and so many items to, like, remember every single thing unless I play it like every single day. But I don't really do that with Resident Evil. I just play them and then take a break. So when I come back to them, it feels fresh. That's how I like to replay Resident Evils. And every time I come back to this game, I don't know, it feels like it needs a lot of time and attention. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying it's like tedious as Code Veronica, but you need to think a lot with this game. It's not like the original. You just go in and do shit. It's easy, it's fun. But don't get me wrong. This is, if if you ask someone or ask me, what is survivor horror? I would say Resident Evil 1 remake. This game, it makes you scared. I need to survive type of feeling, which is great. It nails that. Because there's limited ammo, there's limited heals, there's a shit ton of enemies. Like, you got the zombies, you got also one of the best additions to this game from the original, Crimson Heads. Oh my god. Talk about an incredible enemy design. It's so smart. So, there's no Crimson Heads when you start the game. There's just zombies. When you kill a zombie and leave him, you leave the body right there where you killed him for like a set amount of time, or I don't know. That zombie will transform into a Crimson Head. And you might be asking me, what is a Crimson Head? It's a super zombie, basically. They have claws, they have massive teeth, they take so much damage to die, and they run. They run at you. The only running enemies we've gotten before are like hunters and nemesis. Now zombies run because I I absolutely love the Crimson Heads. As you can see from my channel name, Crimson Cinders. It's a play on Crimson Heads and Cinders from Dark Souls. So Crimson Heads are like one of my favorite enemies in the franchise. Another thing this game added, which is fucking incredible is the Lisa storyline. I think the music stopped. One sec. Got the music back on. They added Lisa, which is one of the greatest additions to the franchise. Lisa's story is just so tragic and so incredible and so vital to the franchise now because this remake added it. It's not even in the original. The original did not have Crimson Heads and it didn't have Lisa, which is crazy when you think about it, right? That's crazy. So, personally, if we're talking like what I would rather play between the original and the remake, I would say I would rather play the original because it's more fun, it's more simple. But that does not mean that the remake is bad. When I rank the remake, you will see why I'm glazing the fuck out of this game. I think it's one of the greatest games of all time. One last problem I have with this game, which goes back to the Crimson Heads. So when you kill a zombie, you can prevent them from becoming Crimson Heads, which is great. But I don't like the way they went about it. So in this game, you have limited inventory spots. And when you want to get rid of the zombie you killed, you have to be carrying 2 extra items with you. A lighter and fuel. So you can burn the dead zombie. Which is great on paper. But when there's so many items that you need to pick up and so many puzzles and so much bullshit going on, and you need ammo and you need a weapon, it makes it tedious. Because now, I have to run across the whole mansion to the save room, get the fuel, get the lighter, go across again and burn that zombie. Or I have to carry it with me the whole time and just lose 2 extra spots in my inventory. I don't like that. I really don't. But I do like that they give you the option. Especially if the zombie's like next to a save room, that's great. The problem is when you like kill a zombie so far away from a save room, it's like you say, fuck it. When he gets up as a Crimson Head, I'll bring a shotgun or something. And if you don't, you're probably dead. So, I don't like that part. But, again, this game is incredible. And it goes an S for me. Even though I enjoy playing this game more, I can tell this is way better designed and way better game than this one. But it does not go over Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 for me. Resident Evil 3 and 2 are my babies. But this one goes right up there with them. Next, Resident Evil 0. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I really tried my hardest to like this game. But I was punished for it. It's like the game told me, why are you enjoying me? Fuck you, uninstall me right now. I didn't, obviously, but that's what it feels like playing this game. It's like the game is telling you, fuck you for playing me. So, Resident Evil 0 is the only game in the whole franchise that I've played once. I've played Code Veronica like 4 or 5 times. This game, once. And I prayed to God after that it ended. And I made a promise to myself to never fucking touch it ever again. Yes, it's that bad. So, Let's talk about it. Let's not just say things are bad without explaining why, because I'm all about reason. I'll tell you my reasons, and you can judge. This game starts out in a train, which is so fucking cool. That part in this, the train part in Resident Evil Zero is fucking iconic. It's so good. I wish the whole game was like that. So you do all of that and it's so cool. You're like hooked. I want to play this game. I want to beat it. I want to do multiple playthroughs while you're in the train. But as soon as you get off the train, you start to notice there's something wrong here. This is the first Resident Evil in the franchise where you can drop items from your inventory. At first, you're thinking, oh, that's fucking cool. You can drop items from your inventory. We've wanted that for so many years. So many times you get an item you want to pick up, but you can't. And you can't drop an item, and you can't use an item. So this game introduced, oh, you can drop items. But they didn't just do that. They said, give them dropping the items, but take away their fucking item box. Capcom. Why? Why did you take the item box out of the game? It was a perfect mechanic. Everybody loved the item boxes. Why did you take them out? What's wrong with you? Capcom. Why? Sorry, I needed to get that off my chest. What? Why would they take the item box out of the game? Why? It serves no purpose but to make the game worse. You added dropping items, cool. Why did you think, oh, let's remove the item box because of that feature? Fuck that feature. Take that feature out of the game. Give us the item box. I don't understand. And not only that, you have to play two fucking characters at the same time. How? Well, let's say you're playing as Rebecca and going through the mansion or something. And then, oh, you need an item. Wait a minute, that item's with Billy. Oh, Billy's across the fucking map over whatever the fuck where he is. And now you're stuck with Rebecca, and now you have to play with Billy and to get all the way back to her to give her the. It's fucking atrocious. I haven't played this game in like 5 years, so I don't remember much of it, except that I fucking hate it. Oh, I remember something about it. Oh my god, I'm about to fucking flip my shit. What is up with the slug enemies? Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just remembered. I can picture the moment I wanted to fucking rip my hair out. It was in a bathroom. I don't know where the bathroom is. It was a bathroom with a slug enemy bitch in it. Leechman. Leechman. They're called Leechman. He was in this small ass bathroom. And it's fixed cameras. And you have to fucking aim a Molotov to fucking hit him. That just gave me nightmares. Yeah, that's the game. Oh, I remember something else. A boss fight. A bat. a bat in a church, fixed camera, and you have to aim at him flying. Man, I really tried my hardest to fucking love this game. This game, visually, it's even better than Resident Evil 1. It looks fucking incredible. The areas are so cool. The music is cool. Oh, they also have monkeys that jump on a fucking wall around you where you cannot aim at them, and then you just die. Because fuck you for playing this game, you know? But visually, this game is fucking incredible. That's the only thing I can say about it. So unfortunately, Resident Evil 0 goes into D. It's not F. It's not completely unplayable, but it's close. It's like on the edge of being unplayable because of no iron box and some fucking enemies that fucking transcends the fixed camera perspective, like the monkeys, and there's also frogs that can swallow you whole. Next. So, Dead Aim, I did not play. So, Outbreak, I did play a little bit of it, but I played it without online. So, solo, by myself. Unfortunately, it was not pleasant. I absolutely love these games. I don't hate them. But it's impossible to play them alone. It's just atrocious. It's completely unplayable alone. It's too hard. There's no coordination. It's like, it's too hard. It's too hard to play by yourself. It's designed to play as a team. So I'm gonna put them in didn't play. Even though I absolutely love these games. I absolutely love them. Umbrella Chronicles, I did not play. I plan on playing this game and the Darkside Chronicles. I plan on playing them very soon. So let's just put it there. Maybe I'll play them on stream as well. So if you can check that out, if I ever play them. Now, Resident Evil 4, the original. Where the fuck do I even start? I guess we can start there. Yeah, that's a good point to start with. This is my favorite game of all time. So, that's a good starting point. This game is the only game in my life that I like played so many times, and I've never gotten sick of it. Till this day, I can just turn on this game and play it daily. I swear to God, daily you can play this game and I will never get sick of it. I've been playing this game since the PS2 era. Back then, here's a fun fact about this game. Back then on the PS2, I did not have a memory card. And I started playing Resident Evil 4. I finished the village and I got to the castle. It was like 12 a.m. at night. I was so tired. I needed to go to bed. But I also could not turn off the PS2 because I didn't have a memory card. So if I turn it off, I will have to start all over from the beginning. And I was not about to let that happen. So I stayed up and beat the whole game. Yeah. Yeah. I finished at like 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. And then I went to bed. And then the next day, I went and got a memory card. and played it again. That's how fucking good this game was, and still is. So, why? Why is this game so good? I don't know how to explain that. I guess gameplay, atmosphere, areas, characters, story, music, bosses. It's just a fucking masterpiece. The merchant, sell and buy, the treasures you collect, the enemy variety, the Las Plagas, but mostly is how the guns feel when you play the game. Also the kicks by Leon, the suplexes. This game is untouchable. So remember when I said RE3 is my second favorite in the franchise? RE4 original is an S. Next. Resident Evil 5. As you can hear from the music, Wesker carries this game. If there's a good reason to play this game, it's Wesker. He's like the greatest he's ever been. They fucking nailed Wesker in this game. He's like insanely evil. He's insanely cool. He's also funny. He has so many iconic lines. 7 minutes. It's just, once he says that, it's like goosebumps. Also, his theme song, which we're hearing right now in the background, is fucking phenomenal. It's so Star Wars, you know? The soundtrack of this game always reminds me of Star Wars, which I absolutely love. But there's a lot of problems with this game. Ugh. It tries to be RE4, but fails miserably. The setting is boring. The enemies are just basically RE4 enemies, just different skins. There's nothing that grabs you. And I'm also, disclaimer, please do not tell me, oh, but I played it with my friends and it was really good. I know. We're talking about solo play right now. Turning on Resident Evil 5 and playing it by yourself. No friends, no online, nothing. You're just playing the game. It's miserable. It's miserable. Because the AI for Sheva is horrendous. It's just horrendous. It's so bad. Also, another terrible thing they did was make the inventory in real time. Why would you do that? Why would you do that when there's like a horde of zombies coming at you? Why? What I mean by real time is when you open the inventory, the game does not pause. You know when you open the attaché case in Resident Evil 4 or inventory in any of the other Resident Evils, and it pauses the game and you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can combine, you can reload, you can do anything. In this game, they said no. You open the menu when you're being attacked by zombies, get fucked. That's what happens. Oh, you don't have any ammo because Sheva has it all? Oh, you have to trade with her. Okay. But in real time, while you're getting attacked by zombies, who designed this? Who? Capcom. Capcom. What are you doing? What are we doing? You can make a co-op game, sure. But why the fuck are you making it co-op, online, features for solo play? This is solo play. Let me fucking play the game by myself. It pisses me off. It pisses me off what they did with this game. Because this game had so much potential. But it fails miserably. Like, I don't want to play this game. I've played it multiple times, but hopefully the remake fixes it. I'm pretty sure they're remaking it. But this game goes C. I'm sorry, it goes in C. But over Code Veronica. Because at least this one is more fun to play. Mercenaries, I have not played. Okay, we got Revelations. Next, Resident Evil Revelations 1. This game is fine. It has good moments. It has good a good setting to it in a ship. Also, the ship has a mansion inside of it, which is cool. I don't know how that worked, but it's cool. The soundtrack's amazing, as you can hear. I love the soundtrack. But it's tedious at some point in the game where they forced. I mean, it's in the beginning as well, but not as much, because later there's a lot of enemies and they force you into this scanning shit. You have to scan the monsters, which is really annoying. It takes too long, and it uses the scanning mechanic way too much in the game. It's too much. So that takes it down a bit. There's not much enemy variety. All the enemies are basically the same, except some enemies have like chainsaw arms or something. It's episodic. It has chapters, and it also goes for like a TV show setting where like previously on this. The story is like whatever. Gameplay is like, it's fine. It's not the greatest, but it's not a terrible game. I think it goes in C, but over Code Veronica, but under Resident Evil 5. I think it goes here. Operation Raccoon City. I played like one mission and then uninstalled the game. So I would put right here. Didn't play because I didn't really play it. I played like one mission and I was like, this is dog shit. What are we doing, Capcom? What the fuck are you doing? So, next, Resident Evil 6. Where do we start? This game, let's just say it. This game killed the franchise. It did. I mean, that's just a fact. 2012, Resident Evil died because of this game. When this game came out, I played it on release. And I was pretty young back then. Younger. And I played the whole Leon campaign in one sitting. And I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh, I'm excited to play the rest. But then I played the rest and was like, did I turn on a different game? This is not the same game that I just played. What are we doing? I fucking hate that about this game. Each campaign is like a completely different game. Not just in like areas or characters. Feeling. The feeling. It feels like I just took out RE6 out of the fucking system and put a different game in there. What are we doing? This game is all over the place. To me, Leon campaign, which is like not the greatest thing ever, but it's passable. The only campaign I like in this game is Leon. Obviously, because it's Leon. Everybody loves Leon. But it also reminded me of Raccoon City. They even mention it. Leon says something about Raccoon City. Whatever. But this game is just all over the place. Like, the best part about the Leon campaign is that it has zombies, which is something we have not gotten since Code Veronica. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm talking about mainline games, which is Code Veronica is not mainline unless you count it as Resident Evil 3, which is what it was supposed to be, but it feels like a mainline game, you know? It's not like Revelations. It's not like Outbreak. So technically, the last zombie enemies we've had was in Code Veronica. So it was really exciting to have that in Resident Evil 6. Oh, we're going back to the roots of the franchise. There's zombies. But then, Chris campaign, they went into fucking whatever the fuck that was, into insects that transform into flying stuff, into muscle enemies, into. What are we doing? There's a fucking snake? Invisible snake? There's a. And then you got Jake and Sherry campaign, which is. What was that? It was like a movie action. A movie action. Action movie. I can't even talk because of how, like, it's. I can't comprehend what this game. The damage this game done to the franchise. It was almost irreversible. Resident Evil would have died forever if it wasn't for a game we're going to talk about that I recently streamed in beat on stream. But this game also, you get to unlock. Oh my god, I have to talk about this. So you have Leon campaign, and then you have Chris campaign after, and then Jake and Sherry. So after you beat all of these, what is your reward? Oh, an extra campaign? I really don't want to fucking play this game anymore, but sure, give me the extra campaign. And it's Ada. Oh, Ada? I'm playing the fuck out of this. We love Ada around here. And it's a fucking sewers crawling simulator. What the fuck? Capcom. Capcom. What the fuck was that Ada campaign? No, no, no. Scratch that. Capcom. What the fuck was Resident Evil 6? Can you tell me what the fuck it was? Because I'm pretty sure you don't even know. No one knows. Also, the treasure system. They take treasure system and make it dog shit. Oh, you collect treasures like RE4, but guess what? They all look the same. They're like a fucking chess piece. Man, get the shit out of here. But Zero is worse. To me, I'd rather play a million Resident Evil 6 before I touch this piece of shit. Next, Resident Evil Revelations 2. So, similar to the first game, it's episodic. There's chapters. You play as two beloved original characters of Resident Evil in this game. You play as Claire and you play as Barry, which is crazy, right? Barry as a main character in a Resident Evil, that's insane. So I love that about this game, that they made them the main characters. This game is not bad. It's actually pretty fun, you know? It's not the greatest thing ever. There's not really puzzles, there's not really items that you need to get to unlock some. It's just, it's basically a stealth shooter game. It's not really survivor horror. You got plenty of ammo. It's not really scary, but the gameplay is fun. Gameplay is definitely fun. At least on Claire's side. On Claire's side, it's much better. With Barry's side, it's like, what are we doing? Because Last of Us was successful, Capcom, you really had to do this. In Barry's campaign, you have to play as this little kid and then point at enemies. Oh, hey, look over there. And then you switch back to Barry so you can see them through walls. What are we doing? I don't like that. But the story gets crazy in this game. There's Alex Wesker. Okay. Barry has a badass fucking ending. Man, I love that ending. So, also it's pretty fun. It also has an extra mode. Same with the first game, but in this game it's much better. It has raid mode, which is an online game mode, which is actually super fun. I was grinding that back then when this game came out, like 2015 or something. So yeah, I actually enjoy this game a lot over all of these games. So I'm gonna give it B. Yeah. I also like the locations of this game. It's not something crazy, but they're better than, I don't know. I enjoy this game more than them. And I think it's like too low to put it at C, because this game is actually pretty fun. Yeah. Next. So, Capcom. What in the fuck is this? Capcom. Talk to me. What in the fuck is this shit? What is this? You know what? Fuck this. Capcom. What the fuck? We're not done, by the way. We're not done with what the fuck. Wait a minute. Capcom. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? What is that? Why are you doing this? Why? We're not done, by the way. Capcom. We need to talk. What in the fuck is this fucking generational trash run right here? What is this? Why? This is like... These are celebrations, by the way. I need you to understand. These games are anniversary celebrations. They released Umbrella Corp for the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil. What better way to celebrate the franchise that was built on horror, action, and puzzles in good games? How do we celebrate 20 years of that? Multiplayer shooter. I mean, come on. You can't make this shit up. You, what, what is that? What is that? And then, guess what happens after this? 25th anniversary. What better way to celebrate 25 years of Resident Evil? Let's see. Asymmetrical multiplayer game. That's a celebration for 25 years of survival horror. And not only that, this piece of shit right here, this game that they wanted to celebrate the franchise with, made this game dog shit. We're gonna get there and we're gonna talk about that. I have a lot of fucking problems over here. But Capcom, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Anyway, let's get back to the good games. Resident Evil 7. I recently just replayed this game and streamed the full playthrough on Twitch and on YouTube. And the full playthrough is up on YouTube right now if you want to watch this. This game is phenomenal. It gets too much hate for no fucking reason. I don't understand why this game gets hate. Remember when I told you Resident Evil 6 killed Resident Evil? It killed the franchise. The only reason we have Resident Evil right now is this game right here. This fucking game gave the franchise CPR and it brought it back for us. I fucking love this game. The story of this game is fucking amazing. They also introduced new characters to the franchise, Ethan and Mia. They have probably the second greatest antagonist in Resident Evil after Nemesis, which is Jack Baker. Jack Baker is so fucking iconic. I can't explain how iconic that character is. It's just, it brings the franchise back to survivor horror. You need to like save up your ammo. You need to save up your heals. You need to survive the bullshit that is going to be thrown at you. There's puzzles. There's items that you need to find to progress. There's special keys. There's great bosses. It's scary as fuck. It has a great like mansion type house where you need to like solve it, like Raccoon City and like the original mansion. It's such a great fucking game. And it also has like so many callbacks to the original Resident Evil, which is amazing. And then, after you're done with halfway the game, you go to the boat. So here's the thing. It's been years since I've played Resident Evil 7. And I was expecting, once I get to the boat, I'm gonna fucking hate it because of how many people just come out recently that say, oh, Resident Evil 7 fucking sucks because of the boat. I played it with an open mind. I wanted to see for myself, is it really as bad as people say it is, that it's almost unplayable. The boat ruins Resident Evil 7. I played it. I got to the boat. I finished it. Super short, like, section, by the way. It's not really long at all. What is it? It's like hour and a half, 2 hours max, and you finish the boat. I don't understand where this hate comes from. The boat wasn't as good as the house section. Sure, I agree with you there. But is it really as bad as you say it is? It's not. It's really not. I played it with an open mind. I had fun. It wasn't the highest quality section ever, but it wasn't as bad as people say. I really enjoyed the boat section. It was not bad. I could be crazy. I could be biased because I love Resident Evils, but if I'm biased, shouldn't I be biased about this game, this game, these games? Shouldn't I be biased about them as well? I don't think so. I think I just really enjoyed it. And then you have this mine section, which is not really a section. It's just you going through it until you get back to the house. That part is not really that great, and it's not something so big that makes the game terrible. So that's a whatever part. So that's what I think about the game. I think it's fucking phenomenal. It's amazing, and it's even the boat section. I don't hate it at all. But then this game is not done. This game is not done. This game keeps on giving. It revives the franchise, but it also gives you the greatest DLC in Resident Evil history. Oh my god. This game gives you a Chris DLC, not a hero, for free. Which is fine. Which is great, I mean. But the DLC is not that good. The DLC is fine. I wouldn't say it's a terrible DLC. I would say it's fine. It's passable. It's a free DLC. Sure, give me that. I played it recently. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but it was fun. But then they give you more DLCs. They give you the Daughters DLC, which is fucking incredible. My god, I love that DLC. It gives you the prequel of the game. How they found Evelyn and how she fucking destroyed their lives. And it has multiple endings. It's so good. And then they give you the bedroom DLC, which is like an escape room puzzle thing with so many random encounters that can happen. I absolutely love that. And then they give you the 21 DLC, which is such a sadistic, funny, scary, amazing DLC with Lucas like torturing the people he captured, which is like a card game. They also give you a survival mode. What's it called? I forgot what it's called, but you need to craft items and stuff to survive. That one is pretty cool. And then they give you Ethan Must Die. Oh my god, Ethan Must Die is fucking incredible. It's like a roguelike where you loot boxes and loot items and kill enemies to survive. And when you die, the whole thing changes. The items change, the enemies change. It's so fucking good. It's so good. And they give you Jack's birthday. That's not really a DLC. That's just silly games. You get food and wine and you give it to Jack so he can eat it in the fastest way possible. But this game is fucking incredible, and I'm gonna put it at 8. Resident Evil 7 goes at 8. It goes at 8 even without the DLC. The game itself is fucking incredible, and it revives the fucking the franchise. So I really appreciate it for that. Next, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Where do I even start? This game, so this game takes the original and honors it. Remember this word, honors the original, or sentence, not word. Remember that. We're gonna get there. It takes the original and tries to improve upon it. Sure, it deletes a lot of things from the original, but it also adds stuff. It also adds a lot of stuff. So let's get the bad stuff out of the way, because I do have complaints about this game as well. First complaint is the soundtrack. You might be thinking, oh, you're crazy. The Leon Escape soundtrack is so good. Yeah, that's one soundtrack. I'm talking about the overall soundtrack. I was so disappointed with what they did with the original soundtrack. They did not honor that. They did not. So for example, the main hall, you go into it, you're expecting to hear that iconic sound of the original. But no, the approach they took with this game is have atmospheric sound, but have hints of the original music play, like keys of it, which you can barely hear. Once you go into the save room, you turn on the lights and you're expecting to hear that iconic save room from Resident Evil 2. No, it's just two keys from it or something, and you can barely hear it. And it just turns off. That's it. That's the save room music. I was so disappointed with that. Also in hallways, in the library, all of that stuff, there's no music. It's just quiet. It's just sounds. One thing I hate about the new Resident Evil soundtrack approach is they replace the music with atmospheric sounds like wind, like something that falls down, like some zombie growl, stuff like that. But there's no atmospheric music anymore. I hate that. I really hate that. Boss music, they nail the fuck out of it. Boss music in this game are great. They're not the original soundtracks, which I wish they remade the original soundtrack, but they just used hints of the original, which I really don't like. But hey, they give you the option to put the original soundtrack on the game, which is great. It actually gives the game more life, because you can go into the library and hear that iconic sound. You can go into hallways and hear that iconic sound. That's one complaint I have of this game. There's another complaint. The scenarios. The scenarios are so boring. Like, sure, Claire's story is different from Leon's story, or sections of it, but most of the playthrough, you're gonna be doing the same things. You're gonna be doing the police station. You're gonna be doing the Birkin fight. It's just the same shit. It's just the difference is Claire has Sherry to like do stuff, and Leon has Ada to do stuff there. That's the only difference. But that's not really the scenario. That's the game, because you can play Leon A and Claire A, and it's gonna be the same differences, you know. So it's not really, yeah, that's disappointing. But gameplay, fucking incredible. The gameplay of this game is just phenomenal. The way the zombies get dismembered is fucking amazing. Like, you shoot them in the leg and their leg stays right there, and now they're crawling. Their arms, their faces, you can fucking melt their faces off and they're still coming after you. It's so good. It's so good. Also, the redesign of the RPD is fucking incredible. It's so good. Like, I can't decide which is better, the original or the remake version of the RPD. Both are fucking masterpieces. I love it. I absolutely love it. They fucking nailed it with that shit. The characters, they fucking nailed every character. Every character in this game was perfect. Yeah, yeah. I have no complaints except the two complaints that I said about it. Other than that, it goes into S. Resident Evil 2 Remake goes into S, but still beneath the original. I think the original is more fun to play, but they're so close. They're so close. I think I like this more than the remake. That's just personal preference. I'm not saying it's a better game. I just prefer this game because it honors the game that was my childhood. It honors it. So now, let's get to the main event. Resident Evil 3 Remake. What a bummer, huh? Let's talk about the things I like about this game, because there's more things that I hate. So let's talk about the good things. First thing, I can get it out of the way. The soundtrack is fucking phenomenal. They nailed every fucking song from the original. The soundtrack, they honored it. They honored it and they made it just as good, if not better. As you can hear, this is Nemesis' final boss fight theme song. That's so good. Whoever the composer was, he fucking nailed it. The game looks fucking incredible. Visually, it looks fucking incredible. I absolutely love it. The dodge system is phenomenal. I fucking love the dodge they gave Jill here. That I have no complaint about. The music might be a little bit loud. Let me just turn that a bit. Okay. So, the dodge, they fucking nailed it. The weapons in this game, unfortunately, they don't feel good. They feel like toys. Like when you use the shotgun, when you shoot with the shotgun, it feels so weird. It feels so weird. The grenade launcher as well, it has no impact. I hate that. I'm supposed to be talking about the things that I like. What do I like? Escape. I like Jill. They fucking nailed Jill. The actress they picked looks amazing and sounds amazing. I think it's two different actors, but you know what I mean. They're both good. Her character is phenomenal. Carlos is definitely better. Yeah, they nailed him. They made him better than the original. Yeah, characters mostly, they nailed them. Well, Nikolai is just an evil Russian. I don't know. Okay. That's about it. Now let's talk about the things that I fucking hate about this game. This game should not be called Resident Evil 3 Remake. It should not be. Because it's not Resident Evil 3. Uh, there's almost no fucking relation to the original areas in this game. There's I can't remember a single place in the original that they brought in the new game. There's nothing. It's just completely different. Everything. You know, in the original, you can go throughout almost all of Raccoon City. Like, you can go so many places. But in this game, it's just one block. It's just one street. With fucking... Oh, there's a store here, there's a store here. And that's it. It's blocked. That's it. That's the fucking Raccoon City that we got. What the fuck are we doing? I'm so pissed. Because this game was supposed to be up here. They cut so many areas out. They did not honor the original whatsoever. They ruined the greatest antagonist in the franchise, Nemesis. How could you fuck up Nemesis? Also, I forgot to talk about it in Resident Evil 2. Mr. X is a fucking masterpiece. They fucking nailed him. He was a bitch in the original. He was nothing. They made him a beast, which I fucking love. And then, all they had to do was make Nemesis the same exact way. Just give him a run and a rocket launcher. That's it. That's all you had to do. I'm so pissed. First off, his redesign. Why? Capcom. Why did you redesign him to make him look like an absolute... Why does he have trash bags on? And why does he have a nose? Why does he have a machine instead of the fucking flesh pipes he had? What? The music turned off. Let me just put the music back on. We play that. Why did you ruin his design? And why did you ruin his gameplay? He does not really chase you in this game, except if you go in the place he's scripted to be at. Why doesn't he walk all over the fucking small area that you created and called, oh, Raccoon City, this is Raccoon City, then it's just one fucking block? Why doesn't he chase you non-stop over there? You can literally get into the toy store and Nemesis would go to the window and watch you. He would sit there. I'm Nemesis. I'm gonna wait for you to come out of the fucking toy store. What are we doing? Why doesn't he fucking punch the fucking window and get in and fuck me up? Why? Also, in the places that he's supposed to chase you, guess what? They give you like a million fucking grenade. And what does grenade do? It fucking knocks him to the ground. That's it. He's done. You loot him and you can dance up on him and then leave. One grenade. One fucking grenade takes Nemesis down. Jill does not go to the police station where she fucking works, like she does in the original, where you go in there, get the lockpick. She does not go there. Nemesis doesn't jump through the window. The iconic moment from the original. It does not happen. It does not exist. It pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. And once you get through that block they created that they called Raccoon City, once you get through it, you get to this shitty fucking uninspired sewers level that is like 2 rooms. You can never go back to Raccoon City unless until like super later in the game, where you're being chased by Nemesis with a fucking rocket launcher, where you can actually throw another grenade and he's done. He doesn't chase you anymore. The game locks you out so many places. Like once you progress, it just locks you out. You can't go back. That's it. Fuck you. And then they introduced these fucking shitty, absolutely terrible designed enemies, where the zombies have these fucking orange heads, which have a fucking tentacle that fucking hit you from 10 miles away. Talk about the worst fucking enemy design I've ever seen in my life. And when you're trying to shoot them, they close their faces so they take no damage. Terrible, terrible design, man. And then they cut the clock tower. They cut the clock tower, one of the most important places in the original. In the original, one of the most iconic cutscenes happened in the clock tower. I'm free, I'm saved, Jill, as she walks out. Slow motion, there's a helicopter. And then fucking Nemesis with a rocket launcher shoots the fucking helicopter. And then the boss fight happens. That does not exist in this game. It does not exist. Nothing cool from the original exists. This is why I don't call this Resident Evil 3 remake. This is Resident Evil 3 reconstruct. Reimagine. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not Resident Evil 3. It is not. Also, Nemesis. You know the cool Nemesis that looks like Mr. X? Like he's super cool and terrifying, like humanoid. Halfway through the game, which is like 2 hours in. The game is like 5 hours max. That the game is like 2 hours in. Nemesis transforms into a fucking dog. Yes, a dog. It hurts. It hurts because this is one of my favorite games of all time. And this game just shits all over it. I fucking hate it. So yeah, 2 hours in, Nemesis turns into a dog, and then you have to fight him in the shittiest boss fight possible, where you have to like put mines on a wall. Whatever. And then they skip the clock tower, and you're suddenly in the fucking hospital. Which I gotta say, the hospital, they nailed the hospital. The hospital is so much better. It's not just 2 rooms and 1 puzzle like the original. It's actually a whole area, which I absolutely love. Until you get to the shittiest part possible. Let me turn the music back on. Until you get to the shittiest part possible, which is the survival. What's it called? You know the house in Resident Evil 4 where you have to survive with Louise? It's like that, but terrible. Basically, it's terrible. Hunters, I think they did great with Hunters. I really like the Hunters in this game. I think, yeah, they nailed them 100%. Yeah, the hospital was great. And then you got the lab, which is a nothing. It's nothing. You just do this and that, and then you get the vaccine. It's awful. Yeah, this game is a disappointment. This game is a disappointment. If you play this game not knowing the original, it's kind of good. It's good. But when you know this is supposed to be honoring this game, I get fucking pissed. But still a great game. It's fun. That's the most important thing about it. It's fun to play. So it's going in B. As if you think about it as not a Resident Evil 3 remake, it goes into B. If you think about it as a remake, what the fuck, Capcom? What the fuck, Capcom? But it's still a fun game that I would rather play over any of these, you know? Next, Resident Evil 8 Village. I love this game. I haven't played it in years. I'm gonna be replaying it soon on stream, which I'm very excited for because it's been years. This game is amazing, if I remember correctly. So, this game is constructed like RE4. There's a village, there's a castle, there's a island, factory. It's the same. So it pays a lot of homage to RE4 original, which I absolutely love. I love shit like that. Same reason why I love Resident Evil 7 paying homage to the original Resident Evil. That's fucking cool. This might be a little bit too loud. Sorry for that. Such a cool soundtrack though. Which gets me to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack of this game it's good some places. Like boss fights, they have great soundtracks. But again, it suffers from the same thing RE2 suffers from, which is silence most of the time. There's no atmospheric music, there's just atmospheric sounds, which I don't like that. I want music when I'm walking around in hallways and rooms and stuff like that, like the originals. I love that shit. But this game brings back the attaché case, which is incredible. It brings back so many weapons from RE4 as well, and it introduces many more. The gameplay is super fun. The enemies, there's a lot of variety in the enemies, unlike Resident Evil 7. I forgot to mention that. Resident Evil 7 has no variety. It's like 2 or 3 enemies. Yeah, this game is great. It starts out in the village section. Well, it starts out in the home, and the Chris twist happened where he kills Mia, which is a fucking terrible, like, yeah, Chris in this game is a fucking dumbass. Chris is so dumb in this game. I don't know what's he doing. What are you doing, Chris? What, like, why aren't you telling Ethan what's going on? You just come into his house, kill his wife, and then fuck you, Ethan, stay out of it. What? You just killed my wife. So I don't like that about this game. They made Chris like a dumbass. Which you meet Chris multiple times and he still doesn't tell you. Like, also he has the same voice actor from Carlos, like in Resident Evil 3. It's literally the same guy. So it's like you're hearing Carlos talk. Ethan, what are you doing? Whatever. That's another complaint I have. My biggest problem with this game is replayability. It's not fun to replay, and I'll tell you why. Beneviento House. Yes. It's fucking incredible. The first time you play, it's a masterpiece. Untouchable section. It's so good. But then you replay the game. And then replay again and again. And you're like, can I skip this section? Like, come on, man. We know what happens. It just takes too long. That takes it down a bit. The music stopped. Here we go. So that takes it down a bit. Replayability is a huge part for me in Resident Evil games. I want to replay the game multiple times. I feel like I've played this game like 3 to 4 times, which is not enough compared to all the other games. I played these games so many times. This one does not have much replayability, but I love uh, I love the side quests they include in this game, like hunting animals, killing like mini bosses, like the wolf guy in the village. I like that shit, definitely. Uh, what else? I think the direction of this game is not good. The director they chose for this game, it feels like uh, it feels like the game was like changed last minute. Something about going into the castle so early tells me like, oh, they saw how popular Lady D is. We want to keep player attention at maximum, so let's put the castle earlier. It feels like the village was supposed to be so much bigger. I mean, the game is called Village, and the village is like the smallest part of the game. I don't understand. It feels like the director failed the game. I'm super happy Resident Evil 9 is getting Resident Evil 7 director back. That guy's good. That guy's good. I love the boss fights in this game. I love the enemies. I love the areas. The areas are so cool. I love the hunting. So overall, I really like this game. And I'm excited to stream it soon. Hopefully you can join me and watch. But it goes in 8, but under 7. I think I like 7 more. No, I don't think. I know I like 7 more. So it goes into A. Hopefully Resident Evil 9 goes into S. Hopefully. I have big hopes for it. Next, and the final game. Resident Evil 4 Remake. What can I say? Remember the sentence? Honors the original. This game honors the fuck out of the original game. It's like, it's almost one-to-one to the original, but with minor changes. They expand on the story, they expand on areas, they add more enemies. They nailed the soundtrack. There's so many soundtracks that they remade and they nailed them. They introduced new soundtracks. As you can hear, this is Krauser's boss theme. They fucking nailed it. It's so good. This game looks fucking incredible. Visually, this game looks so fucking good. Also, the animation work. It's so smooth. It's so like polished. It's incredible. Also, this game introduced my favorite mechanic in any Resident Evil history. The knife parry. Oh my god. The knife parry is the greatest addition to any Resident Evil game ever. It's so fun, it's so satisfying, it's so rewarding. And the fact you can parry anything, even fucking dynamite that the villagers throw at you, you can fucking parry it. It's so good. It's so good. The knife mechanic in this game is fucking phenomenal. The repairing of the knife can get a little tedious, but they give you different knives that you can use, which makes it a little bit better. The Merchant, they fucking nailed The Merchant, man. The Merchant is so good. He introduced as well so many side quests, which are so fun to do. Uh, like, you don't want to progress the area until you do the side quest because it's so fun. Either it's medallions, either it's like go kill this enemy. It's so good. Characters, they fucking nailed every single character in this game. The only complaint I have is Ada's voice actress. Why didn't they use the RE2 Ada voice actress? Why? She just does not sound like Ada at all. But speaking of Ada, she looks the best she's ever fucking looked in anywhere in this game. They fucking nailed her. Same with Leon. But Ada is just one of the greatest looking characters I've ever seen in any video game. They nailed her. They nailed the village. I have no complaints about the village. They nailed the castle. The castle is so good and so fun to go through. The island is fixed. Like, it's not long and tedious like it was. It's actually really good. The game is complete. There's no complaints. The things they cut were probably not worthy of keeping. Also, the other things that were worthy of keeping, they fucking put them in separate ways, which is so smart. It's so good. Separate Ways DLC is so good. It's so good. They nailed that. It takes the silly stuff that they deleted from the original and put it there. It's so smart. Because the original Separate Way was not, it was meh. It was nothing. So they actually made the DLC so good. They nailed it. So, to me, personally, Resident Evil 4 Remake is the exact same level as Resident Evil 4 Original. I don't like the original more. I don't like the remake more. They're all at the same level to me. So, this goes into S. To me, these are the same level. They're the same level. This is not better. This is not better. They're the same to me. I could play either of them any second you can tell me to play them. They're just both perfect. So, let's recap. We got a S, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 4 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the original, Resident Evil 2, the original, and Resident Evil 2, the remake, and Resident Evil 1 Remake. These are the definitive best Resident Evil games ever made. Personally, you could agree with it or disagree. Tell me what you think in the comments. The comments are open for everyone to rank as they like, and tell me how my list is wrong. I want to read all of it. Tell me. At A, we have Resident Evil 1, the original, Resident Evil 7, and Resident Evil Village. At B, we have Resident Evil 2 Revelations and Resident Evil 3 Reconstructed. I refuse to call it a remake. At C, we have Resident Evil 5, Revelations 1, and Code Veronica. At D, we have Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 0, being my least two favorites that I never want to touch ever again. These two. I did not play any of those. And what the fuck, Capcom?